Ay, 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 I just wanna have fun. Come and pick me up, meet me at the spot. Up all night till the sunrise. Pop back cool, get ready for the ride. Don't it feel good? Don't it feel good? Don't it feel? Holy moly, guacamole in my pockets. What a blessing. Got it on me, I got options. Real stepper, check the shoes, get it poppin'. Eating good, feeling good. Where my hopping done at? Put it on a plate with some lemonade. That's the way we did it in the old days. Back then, mama said, get up, walk up, play. But you better not come home like yeah. Street life, we was young racing. Street life, carefree was the best time. Fast forward, daydreaming about the next time. When it's gonna happen again, cause I just wanna have fun. Come and pick me up, meet me at the spot. Up all night till the sunrise. Pop back cool, get ready for the ride. Don't it feel good? Don't it feel good? Don't it feel good? How you feel? Turn it up a notch, pop up clean room. Everyday celebration, take a trip vacation. You deserve a day, you deserve a day off. Working for too long, gotta kick back. Turn my cell phone off, wait till I get back. Ooh, yeah, I did that. Living my life with no regrets. So I titled, link up, pull up on me. Where we on? We did chillin', where we at the spot. What time? Anytime, link up, pull up on me. Where we on? We the coolin', where we at? The chill spot. What time? Party time. I just wanna have fun. Come and pick me up, meet me at the spot. Up all night till the sunrise. Pop back cool, get ready for the ride. Don't it feel good? Don't it feel good? Don't it feel?
Oh, yeah. Only in America. Only in America. Aaron Boone can manage the Yankees, folks. It's only in America where you could take Ozempic and lose 50 pounds overnight and gain it right back the next day.
Also, shout out to Lizzo.
Only in America where the New York Yankees can break our balls and we can break their balls right back.
What's up, Strong?
God bless America.
God bless.
Huh! Oh, yeah. Beautiful way to start the show. Wait a
Beautiful,
second.
baby.
Francis,
Yes,
we
sir.
traded for Eugenio Suarez?
I want to be
Gino!
a Yankee. Yes, I want to
He's
be
here.
Yankee. Yes. You have a beard policy now. I can have my hair.
That I tell you what, Kev, the locks look nice on you.
I was about to say it's not a bad look. It's like,
Am I nuts or what? Don't the locks look nice?
You
They
like
look-
it?
I like it.
Kev, you see that episode of Tires yet in season 2? Where he gotta wear the wig,
Yeah.
and he's like, "It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad."
I gotta watch this show. I haven't started it.
Oh my God.
Really? No, you gotta fuck
No,
with
I haven't
Tires.
watched it for real.
Tires is
You
really.
have to watch
I'm
Tigers.
finishing up the last what is it? Squid Game. I'm finishing up that last couple of
Oh,
episodes.
I,
and
I
then
haven't started that yet but Tires, the episodes are super short. You get through it like that. I mean,
Yeah, they're
if
like
it
23
wasn't for-
minutes.
If it wasn't for
That's
the work
it?
that we did, yeah, no,
It's a comedy. It's a comedy. So they're like
Yeah,
23
it's,
minutes.
it's like a sitcom.
episodes.
It's really short. It's
Oh, okay. It's kind of like an episode of Married with Children.
yeah, exactly. It feels like that. Like
Yes.
it
Same
goes
time
like that
frame.
quick
Oh,
with
okay.
no
Yes.
with no commercials
That's
and
not
shit. So you
bad.
know, it's like 20. It feels a little bit more because it's less. It's not 20 something minutes. It's 30.
Yes.
All right. That's not bad. Well, guys, we've been on webcam since last night, so we're we're still just going right through here.
Team
But
no
what's
sleep.
up, everybody? How you guys doing? Smack that like, hit that subby, damn it. Let me tell you guys right now, happy 4th of July to the great country that is America, folks. So happy birthday, too, of course. It's America's birthday, 4th of July. Also, happy birthday to George M. Steinbrenner, the boss. The boss, I believe, would have been 95 years old, I think they said today. Man, oh man, that would have been nice if he was alive and he could have just said, Boone, you're fired, see you later. And then he could have passed on to the other side if that was the case. But unfortunately, we're not that lucky. And Aaron Boone and these Yankees right now, folks, are tailing along in second place. There you see it. All of Canada is excited. They're happy. Ariel Helwani today, MMA writer, of course, talking about this. Something I guess you would celebrate this, on the 4th of July because it's just adds insult to injury. This is the New York Yankees. It's kind of, what they've been doing to us over the last couple of years anyway. So why not be even more disgraceful? Hey, you see it right there. That one game back now, tied for second place with the Tampa Bay Rays. And things are not looking up for the Yankees as Clark Schmidt is now headed to the IL. The Yankees are just calling up whatever arms they can. They showed their bullpen today. It's an absolute train wreck. So, fellas, I know we talked about this a lot last night. Subway Series coming up, 4th of July. How we feeling?
I'm feeling good. Be honest with you. Yankees, Mets. It's one of those classic series. Even though the Subway Series is not the oldest in terms of tradition, it does feel like Yankees, Mets, Subway Series has become a part of baseball and a part of what we view as the sport today. So it's always good locking horns with the Mets. The Mets haven't been playing the best either, though they are coming off of 2 wins. So I know they got to be feeling a little bit better about themselves than the Yankees are. And they are at home for this leg of the Subway Series. We got the first leg at Yankee Stadium out of the way. And we stopped doing that bullshit of 2 games here, 2 games there. Now it's a real series, 3 games. So at the end of these next 3 games, there will be a winner of the series, unlike that 2-game shit where you could split. Unless, of course, you were the 2024 Yankees and you just decided that you weren't going to win any games against the Mets. But that was a different time. So I'm excited, bro. I mean, the Mets pitching looks a little suspect for the weekend, but I don't think with this Yankees team you can go, chalking up wins and stuff just because you see a couple names that you don't recognize on the other side. The Yankees have been known to make no-name dudes look like Cy Young candidates. So
All the time.
It's and the way they're playing right now, you just really don't know. They had to take a late flight, I imagine, last night.
Yep.
Who knows what time they got in the morning, and they're playing this afternoon at 3 p.m. So not a lot of rest coming off of that last
stupid. It's a stupid schedule.
Eugenio, anything?
Bueno, lamentablemente los Yankees ahora mismo. Oh, sorry.
Hell, who hit the set button over here? Look at this.
Because the Mets don't have no pitching. If they don't have no pitching, the Yankees should win.
Why do I feel like he's an American just trying to fake an accent? It's like a super super gringo trying to fake an accent right there.
Por favor, quiero saber lo que pasa con los New York Yankees es que no pueden.
Damn.
The glimpse of hope of the Yankees is that the Mets really are struggling starting pitching wise. They got Frankie Montas tomorrow. They have nobody right now. TBD for Saturday, TBD for Sunday. Even though I think that Saturday will be Sprout. They're just waiting. They're waiting last minute to mention it, and then probably Sunday. I mean,
Montas is tomorrow. Yeah, I think you meant Sunday.
Today.
You meant Sunday. No, Montas tomorrow.
Today,
today they don't know. Today we don't know. We have no idea. Yeah,
Hageman is going today. No, Heyman. I shared it with the group.
Oh,
chat.
it is okay.
Heyman confirmed it. That's the name
So Sprout was supposed to pitch tonight, today, in wherever he was at in Syracuse, or the Mets were going to skip a start and call him up. But I guess then no Sprout, unless they're going to push him all the way to Sunday. That would be weird. Skip him 2 days.
Who the frig is
I don't see that.
Hageman?
Hageman is he's one of their pitching prospects.
Okay. All right. So at least they got well, that doesn't spell good news for the Yankees, to be honest, because anytime a young pitcher like that comes up and throws against them, you never know what the hell's going to happen. But more the same from this club.
the Mets fans, if you go by what the fan reaction has been, they're not
all
too
pissed.
pleased
They're not.
with the
Yeah.
three names that have been floated out there. So it hasn't been reported yet. John Heyman did confirm and report this morning that it will be Justin Hageman going for the Mets tonight to kick off the Subway tonight. Sorry, this afternoon. I keep saying tonight. It's at 3 p.m.
3 o'clock, yep.
So he said it will be Justin Hageman today, and then they got Montas tomorrow. On Sunday, it's a kid named Waddleman. That's the name being floated around. Like Kev said, could it be Brandon Sproat? Maybe, but it would be kind of weird to take your kid who's one of your top guys in terms of pitching arms and say, yeah, we're going to skip your start Friday, have you pitch 2 days later in the majors as your call-up. Like, I don't see the Mets doing that. That's a Yankee move for sure, but I think the Mets have been a little bit more careful with their.
Yeah, I was gonna say not everybody does things that the New York Yankees does, but I do want to talk about one thing. I know we talked about this a little yesterday, but I want to address this again today because I want to kind of get this point across to a lot of Yankee fans, and then I think the majority of Yankee fans truly understand this and get it. But there's a lot of Yankee fans out there that don't understand this still or think like this is the wrong mindset here. Last night, Aaron Boone basically just was happy to tell the media that he addressed the team. He addressed the team, but the way he came back to the media and said what he said, to me, is just all the signs that are so visibly wrong with this team that you don't have to be a genius to fully understand here. And again, on America's birthday, this is very un-American, by the way. Just going to say that. This is not the way America thinks. You got to go out there and win, damn it. That's how we believe. Aaron Boone addressed the team briefly tonight. He said he wants his players to be unfazed by the recent stretch. Jazz Chisholm Jr. said Boone reminded them that they are the best team in the league. And the scary thing about this is it's just more of the same with this club. It is really embarrassing at this point to be a Yankee fan, and I hate saying that. But me as a Yankee fan, it's very embarrassing of what we went to what we were and then what we are now. This team has been a laughingstock from a lot of baseball over the last couple of years. Teams, players making fun of the team, throwing shots at the Yankees constantly. The Dodgers coming out after they defeated us and was like, well, all we had to do is put the ball in play. We got to do that because they suck. I mean, it's like the bully that just keeps flipping the kid over and everything falls out of his pockets. Those are the Yankees with the rest of the league now. And then they got a manager and a squad that basically just looks themselves in the mirror and go, you know what? We really are the best. We should be unfazed if they're getting our faces bashed in Canada. We should be unfazed. We are the best in the world. That's all there is to it. It's sad. It really is sad at this point that they feel comfortable even coming out and talking that way.
I mean, what? Go ahead, Kev.
And that's the like I understand that people like they try to that's the argument that they have always with us. Well, what do you want them to say? Or it doesn't matter what. Yes, it does matter, because you're the leader of the team. You're the manager. Whatever you say, whatever you say. Show me the
people who say that, and I'll tell you exactly why they say it.
Oh well, we're not gonna get into that, but I'm just saying.
That answers the question.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, what do you want him to say? I mean, whatever he says to the media, with the way he's speaking behind closed doors. I mean, so you're gonna tell me it's echoing throughout the other players like Judge and Volpe saying they asked him, would you make that throw? He was like, oh yes, I would make that. I would make that decision every single time, throwing the ball away there. There was no play at third, dude. There was none. Just eat the ball, keep the double play in check. The baseball IQ is not there, but we didn't hear Joe Sherman call out the baseball IQ of Anthony Volpe, which is funny. Somebody did call me out that fucking Joe Sherman went at. I didn't know this. Was apparently went at Jason's baseball IQ earlier.
Bad too. Very bad. They brought that up to me and actually went back to verify it. And he did. He had a pretty harsh attack on Jason Dominguez. I really
know. It was a very damning quote. If you
put that about it,
nasty quote when you pull it up.
And I think it's Joel Sherman maybe saltiness against the Yankees, Cashman, in the way he maybe sometimes is treated, because he does ask some tough questions at times. But you don't got to take it out on a prospect like that. I mean, it's a 22-year-old. But my whole thing is the attitude reflects leadership. So if the attitude of the team, that's from Remember the Titans, by the way. If the attitude of the team in the post games are similar to Boone, well, I mean, that's all you need to hear. At the end of the day, if the manager has one job, it's to get the best out of the players,
Yep.
and run the clubhouse the right way. You can't be everybody's friend. I'm sorry, it just doesn't work that way. And then when you want, maybe, and this might happen, maybe when Boone does want to bring a hard hand, it just doesn't come across well because he's a buddy.
Yeah, I can't.
So
Can't come across well.
Yeah. I mean, that's been my issue with Boone in this whole, leadership conversation is that, I mean, I saw Aaron Boone play. I know that the dude was a baseball player. I know that he was a pretty good baseball player, and I get it. I mean, he comes from a lineage of, a family that's, touted as kind of baseball royalty, man. Several generations making it to the big leagues. And it's no joke. That's not something that's easy to do. I know people kind of, sneeze at it today because they feel like, well, there's tons of, legacy players in MLB. That shit is not easy to do. A father, a grandfather, a son, a grandson, like that's not easy. And the Boones are a family that have done that and found success with it. And now they're even managing it at different levels. So like, I would never question his lineage. I question his choice of direction as the Yankees manager. I question his choice of, this is going to be my management style for this club. And could that be because that's what the Yankees, voiced to him, during the interview process? This is what we want. We're coming from the hard hand of Joe Girardi. We kind of want to move towards the soft hand of more of a player's coach and stuff like that. But my brother, like that's it. I mean, after the first 4 or 5 years, when do you know? When do you say when? And I feel like that's kind of been the laughing, that's kind of been the joke around the league is that the Yankees don't know when to say when. The Yankees will never know when. The Yankees are so delusional in their belief of, how higher of a level they're on than everybody else that they don't know when to say when. We were just talking about before going live here. Some people still have vitriol for guys like Brett Gardner because of the Yankees, not because of the player, because the Yankees didn't know when to say when with him. They didn't know when to say when with Josh Donaldson. They didn't know when, they didn't know when to say when with Aaron Hicks. They don't know when to say when right now with DJ LeMahieu. They didn't know when to say when with Anthony Rizzo. Like we can do this. They didn't know when to say when with Verdugo. We can do this
IKF.
all day. I mean,
they
literally
did,
all
they
day
did
long.
know they did know when to say when with Alex Rodriguez, and Alfonso
That's
Soriano.
wild. That's wild shit.
But
it's
again,
wild when you really think about it. But
it's horrible because then you put those guys' numbers up against the names I just said, and you said, how is that possible? I mean, that's the Yankees. And it's like, Aaron Boone became the punching bag. And I think that's where people, kind of lose me because there's people who want to attack us, guys like Christian even want to attack, and say, oh, you guys are too hard on Boone. You're too, well, guys, Aaron Boone.
Christian?
They attack guys like Christian.
Oh, I was about to say Christian's got that same weird.
No. I'm saying they attack guys like us. They attack guys.
I wouldn't
like
expect it from that guy, but
no. Hey, not with that hat on today. You got to be a fan of you and Christian are twins today. So I'm saying people can't get that shit off because, bro, Aaron Boone chose to be the punching bag for the New York Yankees. He continues to sign on the dotted line, knowing that he is the scapegoat publicly for this team. When they lose, when they don't perform, when they look like crap, when they put out bad lineups, when there's bad bullpen decisions, when there's horrible plays made on the field, he is going to be the fall guy. And every time he signs that contract extension, he is signing on for that. And don't get mad at us when we called it out because he steps in the ring for it. You're going to get mad when we punch him? He's in the ring. What are we supposed to do? Put the gloves down? No.
The biggest problem with this team is, do you want to, is your real expectations, and it goes back to the passing thing, and we don't got to go there because we did it last night, but it really goes back to the motto, and a lot of people have gotten away from that, is it's very, very simple. It's World Series or bust, meaning it's a World Series or you failed. And the funny thing is, it's really not that crazy because you would think every team would kind of feel that way, or they should at least. But it is different when you are the New York Yankees and you have all the money in the contracts. You charge a lot of money to go to see games. You're a family of 4. You're spending a shit ton of money to go to a Yankee game. Even if you get in cheap tickets, food isn't cheap, parking isn't cheap. We know all that. So you're putting a lot into this club. So when anybody sits there and goes, well, hey, Yankee fans, shut the F up and blah, blah, blah. Well, Yankee fans also do a lot. They pay a lot. They travel probably the most of any team to go see their club play. They're all around the country to watch this team play. They put a lot of money in this team's pocket, let's be honest. So when we demand excellence for a reason. And I think Yankee fans, more so than almost anybody, really do have a voice when it comes to what happens with this team and voicing your displeasure, as you should as a Yankee fan and as a baseball fan or sports fan in general. You are very much allowed to fan how you want and voice your opinion and boo who you want and all that stuff. Whether people disagree with you or not, that is your prerogative to do it if you want. The biggest problem with them is that, again, they re-signed this manager. They haven't just singled down. They haven't just said, we'll give him we'll bring him back. They doubled down on Aaron Boone. They've doubled down to the point
Tripled down.
he signed a deal. This is what we talked about in the offseason, if you guys remember. I said, if they signed him to they got the option. Okay, you know what? They went to the World Series. Give him the option. Give him the option. I'm okay with that. That makes sense. Guy, give him the option. They even just say, you know what? Forget the option. We're going to bring him. We're going to extend this fella. We want Boone for more years than just one. The biggest problem. Yeah, Kev.
Remember, we were like, everybody was like, why are you mad at this? And we were like, we don't have a third baseman. Why are we talking about?
They made it like a priority.
They made it like a thing. It's like
when he was already signed.
Exactly.
Like he was going somewhere.
Exactly.
Yeah,
why
another team was pulling him, be like, come on.
Why are we having this conversation when we don't have a third baseman? Was our whole issue in the offseason. And what it is July 4th, and the Yankees still don't have a third baseman.
And on top of that, think about this here too. And I say this anytime somebody argues with me on this, I go, okay, all right, let me put this in. I'll put this in the back pocket because my simple question to everybody here is, if Boone's tenure ends and he never won, I want to hear you bring up his win-loss record. Because
you are fake news.
That's exactly what it would be. It is complete fake news that you've been just pushing along for all these years. Because really,
never won the big one.
What is it that you're holding on to? Like, what has he done then if that's the case? And by all means, everybody here, me, I can speak for France, I can speak for Kev. We all want to see Aaron Boone hold that trophy up. We all want to sit here and go, you know what? Good for them. I'm happy they won. Great.
I don't know how many times we got to say he is a likable guy. We do like Boone.
Of course.
We know he's a funny dude, and he's the kind of dude you want to have a beer with, and I get it that he probably knows ball.
You might smash the bottle over his head afterwards.
But he's he obviously bought into the Yankee analytics. I mean, and if you want to sit there and just be a yes man and keep your job, we understand. We understand, but don't come with the song and dance, and don't expect us to be quiet when you say shit like you say in the post game. I'm sorry, we're not.
That's the problem.
We're New Yorkers. We're not gonna stay quiet, bro. It's never in our nature. Go to Kansas City with that shit.
Yep.
That's the thing.
Alex with a super chat goes, I'm in the belief the current Yankees ruin players. Glaber is playing good. Got lucky, meaning when they
got lucky to
him,
trade him.
I mean, that was our message. That was
I told
definitely
him
my message to him. Yeah, it's like, bro,
it's the
best thing ever for you.
I told him, like, listen, everything happens for a reason. If you want me to be honest, I believe that you're gonna get the shot with the Marlins at way sooner. If not, like when he got traded, I told him next year you'll be up. And when they didn't pick him,
they had no catching.
And when they didn't pick him in the starting of the year, I told them, dude, they're just waiting a month because of the time. Don't worry about it. You're gonna be up, and exactly, and that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it. The Break Studio with a super chat. He goes, what's up, fellas? Happy 4th to you and your families. I will be at the game on Sunday. God help me. I think I'm going to bring headphones to listen to your commentary while I watch it live. Enjoy the day, boys. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. And then, big cans. Hey, today's a day for cans.
I might as well enjoy them big cans.
That's about as America as it gets.
They're gonna
Rod
be out
Thompson says, for some reason, the Yankees are ass backwards with their accountability. They benched Glaber and ultimately got the best version of him in the second half, yet they refuse to do that with players they are tied to long term. And when did they wait to do it with Glaber? Till his final year. Till he was about to say bye-bye, and that was it. So they did it then. But it's more the same with this club. Like I said, man, everybody here at NYU, we want the Yankees to win. We want Aaron Boone to hold that trophy up. A lot of people tend to feel like it's a hatred, that you hate the person. There's not a player I hate. There's not a manager I hate. Not at all. I would talk to Aaron Boone and simply just say, hey, I dislike you as a manager. Yeah, I don't think you should be the manager of the Yankees. I have no problem saying that. I say it all the time. I do not believe Aaron Boone should be the manager of the Yankees. Doesn't mean he's a bad person. No. I mean, based off of everything I've heard and everybody I've spoken to, he's not. And has nothing to do with him doing his job. Zero. It's like, I forgot what year it was when I went at, what's the dude's name? Ryan Rucco, when he had the podcast with Cece. And they were talking about how great of a guy Phil Nevin is. So it's terrible to get rid of. What? What does it matter how great of a... How many people in baseball are just horrible humans? I don't know. But I don't know. Was Joe Girardi a horrible human? He lost his job. Joe Torre's not a horrible human. He lost his job.
But that's the thing. I think, they sometimes these people, they're too close to the situation. The players, the coaches, the managers, the even the beat writers who travel and cover the team, all 162, they get too close to the situation and they become invested on a personal level. This is never personal. This is why
not bad though. That's the problem. Criticism doesn't mean hatred.
But this is why
Correct.
what we do, platforms like ours are soaring, growing every day, taking off, because we've been able to continuously provide the news, provide, responses, comments, commentary, and not be personal, and not be personal about it. And guess what? If the players don't like it, if the manager doesn't like it, if the organization, we don't take the shit personal. We're just calling shit like it is.
You have no idea.
We don't have.
Exactly.
We don't have those ties. But when you listen to some of these guys and they start talking, but Boone is a great guy, or Nevin is a great guy, or this guy's, I mean, come on. Look,
I'm a great guy. If I don't do my job, I get fired.
But that's the thing. I mean, there were people who wanted Anthony Rizzo back last year
Because he's a great guy.
just because they liked him in the dugout standing next to Judge and Volpe. Like, what is
Jizzo.
this? The New York Yankees, or is this the Super Friends? Like, you don't sign people to
That's
contract.
Aaron. You just said it. I mean, you just announced basically what Aaron Boone's Yankees are. They're the Super Friends.
The Super Friends, but
They really are. That's actually a great name for them.
this is supposed to be a professional baseball organization, and it's never personal. And you know what? I like to say it again. Happy birthday to the late, great George Steinbrenner, because he's somebody who understood that. And I hate when I see the people out there like, oh, let the guy rest. Oh, you guys again with this George stuff or whatever. Listen, we're not saying that he didn't make mistakes.
No, of course.
He's
He
not
made a
saying
lot.
it.
He made a
We're
lot.
not
Saying that. He
Not
made a
saying
shit ton of he made a shit ton of
Especially
mistakes.
early on.
Yes, but
That whole
what
Yogi
we
Berra
do-
thing was horrible.
Of
Treating
course,
Yogi
bro.
like that. Like, there's
But
a lot of
even-
mistakes he's made.
Bro, there was stuff with Reggie. What about
Billy
Dave
Martin.
Winfield stuff? Like
Dave
bro,
Winfield, yeah.
there was
Dave
a lot of
Winfield, yeah.
stuff. But what we're saying, at least me personally, when I bring up George and I remember his legacy, whatever, is that the dude had an understanding, bro, that it was business and it wasn't personal, and winning was everything. Winning first, breathing second. And that's the mentality that I miss. That's the mentality that I miss. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he was. I just miss that mindset.
The thing that people continue to bring up the boss is very, very simple. Why they keep bringing it up is because they miss having an owner who obviously cared. That's what it is. If Hal Steinbrenner showed he cared, if Hal Steinbrenner ever during a year like now, like today, put out a statement saying that the current play is unacceptable and that's it, or address the team. You guys remember back in the day when it was like Sports Center and all that and regular old school Baseball Tonight and all that, when George Steinbrenner addressed the team and made national news?
Yeah.
It was national news because that was the boss. Everybody knew when George talked, people got moving.
And something was
And
going to happen.
something
It wasn't
was
just
gonna
empty
happen.
words.
That's right.
It
What's
was never
the problem?
just empty words.
What is the problem that we talk about today with the Yankees? Everybody's so comfortable and nobody's worried about losing a job. There's
just
no
talk.
accountability. There's no urgency.
Nowhere. Nobody
That's
loses their
why
job.
people miss George. It's not saying that I get that all the time too. George wasn't as good as you think. Wait a second here.
Like
I
we
never
didn't
said
see
the guy's
we
a
didn't
saint.
watch it.
I never said George is a saint. I'm just saying, George, you knew that he was invested. You knew that he watched the previous day. You knew that he would be in attendance at times. And
They
you
showed
knew
him.
when things got bad, he himself would have been our voice.
And,
He himself was our voice.
and
We don't
you
have that no more.
and you don't, and I understand that maybe you don't want to run the club to the exact way because everybody was like walking on eggshells the whole time. But when things get this bad, something's got to give. And that's what we've been saying. Like we said yesterday, we don't got to about Yankee slut tweet. It's been 5 years where the Yankees go on the worst stretches in baseball, and only 5 other teams have done it in that 5-year span, and none of them are repeats.
Yeah, no repeats is
So,
wild stuff.
so the Yankees are. It's a Yankee problem, and there's no sense of urgency from above. And you know what I think? Unfortunately, Cashman's been here so long. He probably went partying with Hal. They're buddies. They're like
Oh, they
almost
grew up
family.
together. Yeah,
They're
they are
cousins.
family.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's that.
They are family.
I mean, at this point, it's like, how do I get this? How do I fire a guy that I've known all my life, or whatever the case may be? Or he makes my life easier. I'm making money. I'm like, the board is happy. We're still in progress. The key aspect, unfortunately, of winning, I don't see it there. I think running an operation or organization goes first. Winning comes second or third, honestly. And that is an issue with a lot of us Yankee fans. And for everybody who says, you guys will this yelling to a player, we're not saying that Boone has to yell to a player every fucking game. That's not what we're saying. But why is this only in fucking baseball? When did it happens in football all the time? It happens in the NBA. Why are we so fucking pussies in baseball all of a sudden? Why can't a manager call a motherfucker out? It happens in every fucking sport. In soccer, in the World Cup, it happens everywhere. Why is now?
And by the way, it also happens in Major League Baseball. We've seen it multiple times just this year. Pirates, the Reds, Bruce Bochy. Multiple, just Ron Washington, multiple coaches have taken a player out during a game or all that stuff. The people who say that, I'll be honest, I don't think they've ever had a father who smacked them in the head for saying something wrong once in their life.
Or they had a high school coach who told them shut.
Never. It's all been babying their whole life, because at the end of the day, I'm sorry. Here, I say this all the time. If you've worked in a job and you've had a good manager that is able to manage a team and manage you to goals and success, and has bettered you as a person, or just in that job in general, then it's the same shit across the board. Management doesn't change. Manage. Go look up the definition of manage and see what it tells you. That's your job. Your job is to hold accountable. Your job is to be urgent when times are bad. Hey, we're going on a down. We got to change something here. And you make adjustments. That's the way the game works. Gates of Above says, Subway series of hot ass. Let's see which bullpen will give up the games. Diablo. It's going to be a fun one. But let's jump right into everybody's favorite part of All Rise. We got a lot of voicemails, and I want to get to all of them today if I can.
Rise.
But let's get right to it. Here we go. Starting with my good friend, Joey.
Hey, Joey. From the Bronxy, baby. How you guys doing? First of all, happy Independence Day to everybody. Second of all, Bronx or Nothing was on fire. And I mean, I got to give flowers to Francis. I was cracking up, man. He was like, this team is Delulu. Delulu.com. It's criminal what they're doing. You got to put RICO charges on them. I mean, but it was also chock full of great baseball analysis, to which I have to add, I can't get angry at this team anymore. They're so out of touch with reality. It's like there's no point in fucking arguing. I mean,
their own bubble.
It's one thing for some fan like me to drop a voicemail and say they can't even play basic bitch baseball. They got no fundamentals. It's also one thing, even when a podcaster like you or a sports writer or anybody says they don't know how to play basic baseball, they can all say, what do you know? I mean, we're heading to New York Yankees. What the hell do you know? But when the Los Angeles Dodgers, the very same team that beat your ass in the World Series, leaks a scouting report that says exactly the same, that basically says put the ball in play and these idiots will just step on their dicks and fall all over each other. Yep. And your response to that is, well, our minor league is pretty good in that area. Then there's nothing to talk about. You're a fucking moron. Yep. You're just a downright, flat-out fucking moron. There's nothing to discuss. So I don't know what to say. I just fucking start laughing when they start losing these games. You know? I got this psychotic, fucking shrieking kind of laughter because I don't know what the fuck to do anymore. You can't talk to these people. They're out of touch. Our minor league is pretty good.
The Lulu.
They're idiots. They're idiots. It's not worth my fucking breath. So that's all I got to say. Anyway, talk to you guys later. Bye.
Absolute complete arrogance from the New York Yankees. And I'll even share this. This is Christian just sent this to us, but I want to share it with everybody else. This is from Max Goodman today. Since June 12th, the Yankees have the most plate appearances in Major League Baseball with runners in scoring position with 238. Here's where they rank with runners in scoring position in that span. 174 batting average is dead last. 265 on base percentage is 29th. 251 slugging percentage, which is absolutely pathetic, is 29th. A 516 OPS is 29th. 43 WRC plus, 29th. 54 runs, tied for 22nd. This is obviously signs of just a team that is on a complete downward spiral here. And the sad thing is, it's just more of the same shit they have every year. Every year it's the same thing, and it's like kind of what Joey said. Yeah. Again, we talked about this last night. How are we as fans knowing this and understanding this and yelling at the top of our lungs and say, Yankees, you got to address this. You got to address this. And they kind of just sit there. It's like, no, we know more. We're good. Don't worry. Come on. Support.
Trust us.
All right.
Trust us. That's the organization that, we're kind of fans of right now, that they go on stretches like this where you put up numbers like that and we all look at the numbers and they just respond, you got to trust us. And people tell us that we have to. Just because they say.
Turning corner, we're gonna go through these again. If I hear this shit, bro, you imagine in August the Yankees go through another 20-game stretch like this.
Would you be shocked? Honestly,
I would not be shocked, but for him to
to
sit there and be like, we're gonna go through 2 of these a year, Judge, and this is what we're talking about, where it starts to stem through the voices of your players. And that's not the way it is. The way it is like Giancarlo saying, I don't want to see any fucking ALCS rings over here. That's the voice you want in the clubhouse.
It's true. I mean, it's unbelievable you don't have more of that. Man, I remember,
guys. Well, let me not go.
You would hear Jeter and people like that after game. Like, to them, it was instilled in their mind that losing wasn't an option. Like, when you lost, there's nothing great to talk about. Like, the idea that, well, you just got in or you got into the World Series, you lost. Like, I don't understand what there is to hang your hat on there. Like, I wasn't raised that way. And I understand that times are different, and I get that. And people are a little more, hey, accepting of second place and third. I wasn't raised that way. I'm never going to be that way. I'm sorry. My kids aren't going to be raised to be that way. Not saying that, you don't try hard, and if you come up short, hey, sometimes in life you come up short as a lesson, but you shouldn't be happy. You shouldn't be excited about that. You shouldn't be jumping up and down, go second place, yes. No. You want to win. You want to be the best at everything you do. Go out there and be your best. The fact of the matter is that, again, go back to the day Hal Steinbrenner said that nonsense, that we just have to get in. It's a crapshoot. Once they said that, folks, you could have laid the coffin out right there. George died a second time when they said that.
I think that if this is who the Yankees really are, right, and we feel like we've seen that this is who they are, at least under the current regime, right, then stop setting the expectations that you set. Just come out and say it and be honest from the jump, because you're judged based off your expectations. And that's the issue that I had with the passing comments when he compared us to the Pirates and stuff like that. The Pirates don't have the same expectations as the Yankees. It's not the same. If the Pirates make the playoffs this year, they should throw a fucking parade. Like, you're judged based on the expectations of you. The New York Yankees they weren't built just to make the playoffs. This roster, this payroll isn't a just get in roster. I don't give a shit what Hal Steinbrenner says. You're spending $300 million on just getting in the playoff. My brother, if you're doing that, you hustling backwards.
Have they spent $300 million good, by the way?
Horribly.
If it was your money, what would you grade? What would you grade when you look at this roster? What would you grade
like a
it,
C?
honestly?
Like a C being generous. Like a C being generous, because, and I say C, people want to say, no, it's a D, it's an F. No, it's not a D or F, because we had, Cole's injured, Heel's injured, now you got the Schmidt stuff. Like, so that's
Judge
why
is also a good deal based on other talent out there.
Judge is a phenomenal team when you really start getting into them. But like, with the injuries, things would be a little bit different. That's why I say C. But that's my issue, is that, bro, if you have like you're hustling back, you spending all that money on just getting in the playoffs. No, you're not. You're spending all that money because you are trying to win. And when they ask Cashman and Boone, oh, do you think this is a World Series caliber team? They always say yes. Well, is it yes or is it no? Because if that's what you believe and the team doesn't get there, then when a reporter asks you, was this season a failure? The answer should be yes. It shouldn't be no, but no, you can't talk out of both sides of your mouth.
And that's the problem. The no stuff, that should never happen under George. And again, I know people, but why did it? And that is what fans miss, is because there was an obvious direction with the club. There was an obvious direction. You knew what the answer would have been.
Exactly.
Kev, if this was your money, what do you rate in this raw? Like the person spending your money.
Like if I'm giving Cashman $300 million.
If you gave him the money now and this is the roster he laid out for you.
No, this year, like I'm not gonna complain about this year because it was tough, and I think that the pivot that he did this year, we've credited him.
Good.
Now he didn't get a third baseman. Now if you're asking me,
or they haven't had a left field or third baseman for years, but
correct.
And it's been $300+ million.
So my whole thing is, if you're telling me the totality of the last 5 years, he's done up. He hasn't.
The man who's been spending your money.
You get Soto. You're good. But before that, you had Josh Donaldson. Right now, DJ LeMahieu's contract still looks horrible. And that may be because of Hal, too, because he didn't want to pay much up front. We don't know the totality of that. But still, at the end of the day, this guy has been in your organization for 20-plus years. Yep. Well, maybe 30, because when did he start? Was it 80? Jose Canseco, when was that? 91, 92?
That was 9. Yeah, no.
He's
might have been a little before that.
So he's been over 25 years at least in your organization. He's been GM over 20. He can't take credit for the dynasty years because we all know that was thick with those guys. So again, when you look at that, the entire resume of how I'm sorry, Cashman.
86.
It just hasn't cut it.
Yeah,
and not only that, you're in charge of putting the guys that are supposed to be the smartest guys in the room in the front office as well, the analytics department, the scouting department. You're in charge of all of that, Mr. Cashman. So we're the smartest guys in the room, but I'm still giving you $300 million. But somehow the Tampa Bay Rays with $100 million payroll always are sneaking around. Now you got the Toronto Blue Jays. The Boston Red Sox are right behind you. Now, yes, they've had some bad years and they've drafted right. That doesn't mean that the Yankees have drafted great anyway. Till recent. So when you look at the totality of especially the last couple of years, besides these last 2 years, Cashman has turned around. But before that, you can't tell me that you're going to continue to put $300 million and go through the 20-game worst stretch 5 times. This is going to be the 6th time in a row, and it hasn't happened to any other team more than once. And it's only been 5 teams out of 41.
Exactly.
So I'm sorry. Right. When you look at the totality, we're not talking about this year. We already said that Cashman did a good job this year. We're not talking about that. Since Soto, you can say since the Soto trade, he's been on fire. I can give you that. But that still doesn't take away the other trades that you did before, the Josh Donaldson, the Frankie Montas. Doesn't take away the
usually cost the GM their job, by the way.
Correct. That Josh Donaldson deal to get rid of Gary Sanchez. What kind of excuse is that?
But before we get into more voicemails, I want to get to this super chat here by Alex. He goes, Jazz has more heart than the whole team. He embodies the Yankees more than Stroman because I'm a starter. Well, yeah. He's been very open with playing a different position.
Can I send you right before we start into voicemails, because this tells us, and we were talking about the Boston and everything. I sent you a DM of a Derek Jeter post game. Just play like the first minute.
No, I got you. I'll play right now. Let's get to the ad real quick, and then we'll go ahead and
infiltrating our shit, bro.
Guys, this is what we mean about, like, you don't have to shit on everybody, but listen.
Yeah, we didn't play good. It didn't look good, but you come right back tomorrow. You gotta have a short memory. That's pretty much all you can do. We haven't been playing well for a while, but hopefully you can get that one game where jump starts us, and hopefully that game is tomorrow.
Derek, Messina just said that even after the error, he should have gotten right out of the inning. How frustrating to you is it to watch that inning dissolve as it did?
Well, I appreciate him saying that, but, gave him extra outs. That's the bottom line. You can't do it, especially the way we've been swinging. We haven't been scoring runs. You got to try to stay away from the big innings, and you know, they scored what?
I was like, he's playing with us right now.
So those things can't happen.
It looked like you were trying to go to second on the throw. Was that the case?
Originally, yeah, but I just threw it high. That's it.
Wow.
They asked him about his pause it, because after that they asked him about his hand because he got hit and it doesn't pertain to anything. He admits on accountability right from when he's asked about the high throw. I threw a high, not like Volpe. I would throw that ball again. No, right?
Yeah.
And again, we can't give a team extra outs, especially when we're swinging the bats the way we're swinging. We're struggling right now. And he didn't give any of that wasn't inflammatory. Any of that wasn't clickbaity.
It's not hard to do.
It's just holding yourself accountable.
It's not hard to do.
It's just being
exactly
being
honesty.
Honest. Like
honesty.
People act like when they say, "Well, what do you want them to say?" We're not
be honest
to read a fucking Shakespearean script up there. Well, just call it like it is. Volpe,
you know what I
made bad throws? I would throw them again. No, the fuck you wouldn't.
You know what I like the most about what he said? When he goes, because Mussina tried to stuck up for him. And he said, I appreciate him saying that, but basically, I appreciate that, but I gave him an extra out, so I screwed up here. Like, this is on me. Like,
and especially
I love that. The Yank, they don't do that shit. Like, that's the problem, man.
And then he follows up with, and especially the way we're swinging the bat, we're not hitting, not scoring any runs.
That's right.
Exactly. But again,
this shit isn't hard.
Bro,
nobody is sitting, and I've always done this because that's the response I always get. Well, what would you like him to say? Just be honest. Trust me, folks. Trust me. A ball player knows more than we do. If you went to one of these guys, besides some of the club today, these Yankees today, for whatever reason, the arrogance is just insane. If you go to a normal person and you go, hey, should you have made that play? They go like this. Yeah, I mean, that's a play I got to make. It's not breaking news. If Aaron Boone came out one day and said, hey, look, I understand it's a quick reaction there on that play. He wanted to make that throw. Should he, in all reality, after seeing that again and seeing it live, should he have held on to that one? Yeah, I believe he should have held on to that one. He is not hurting nobody because his player would sit there and go, I mean, Skip, you're right.
Exactly.
I mean, and let me watch it again. You're right. To the point. You want to hear something? This is how crazy the fucking Yankees are. Listen to this. We all don't like this guy. And it's not even a bad thing. Like, don't like him. It's because his writing and some of the things he says has been wrong a lot. And that's been proven wrong by, like, fact. Randy Miller. Randy Miller had the most sane article I've read about the New York Yankees. He said, and Volpe said he would have got him at third base if it was a perfect throw. Then he writes under, but would he? Exactly. No, he wouldn't have. He would have never got him. It could have been the greatest throw on planet Earth.
You gotta make a tag.
He beat it though. He was way there. He beat it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's not a force. If it's a force, you understand. But he has to make the tag. So even if he throws the ball low, I mean, it looked too close. So
guys, when has Volpe made that play?
Never. He never makes it.
All we've ever seen is him fuck that play up, and yet he continues to try it. Why? Because that's what they want.
And let me say one thing about that play. It's a play that a lot of shortstops have trouble with, by the way.
Yes.
It's not only a lot of shortstops have trouble with the play going to third base.
But Pete, what do the smart ones do?
Well, they either eat it or they
eat it.
That's correct. They'll eat it. It's typically what they do because I'll say this. I remember Derek Jeter making that play a couple of times when he threw the ball away or didn't make a perfect throw at third base on that. Or like Francis said, he would eat it in a certain situation. I just think it's a play that's not always practiced as much as you would. It's not the common throw you always make. And your balance is typically different, especially you're right-handed, so you're throwing to a base directly there instead of setting and throwing to your left over your shoulder a little more. So it is a little different, but again, that's not me making excuses for that. The play has to be made.
It's a very uncommon.
If it's a force out, if it's a force out, I understand you going to third.
Agreed.
Because it's a force out. But when you have to apply a tag and the guy is leading and you're seeing as a shortstop, you have the play in front of you as well. That's what I'm watching. You fell. You're throwing from your fucking ass.
Correct.
No balance.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like why? When have you thrown from your ass? Like it's just, you know what I'm saying? It's just a bad decision to make. And then not only that, like fucking in the World Series, you did the same thing.
Yeah, that's right.
And it was a force out.
But that's what the Yankees
do. I'll do it again.
That's what we're talking about. Like, this is when you listen to that Jeter interview and then you listen and you replay the Volpe shit in your head and you replay everybody's shit from these current Yankees in your head. It goes back to the Remember the Titans quote. The attitude reflects the leadership.
Bingo.
Jeter is speaking under a regime that
I love
instilled
that whole
into
scene.
their players personal accountability. You have a job and you have accountability to the other 8 men on the field with you. If you don't make a play, that is on you, and you owe those guys better. You take that ownership. You don't feel bad about yourself. You don't pout. You don't cry. You don't bitch. You don't.
You're
moan.
human. We
You
get
be-
it. It's gonna
you be
happen,
better
dude.
the next time.
Yep.
These current Yankees are in a completely different regime where it's like, nah, you try again. You make the same play again next time, and you keep going, and you keep doing the same thing, and you pray for a different outcome. Even though that's the definition of insanity, we just call it the Yankee way.
Yep. One more thing too before I want to, get out all these voicemails that we have here, but I want to mention one more thing. The Pirates, two managers that have been fired this year, the Pirates fired their manager, correct?
I believe so. That was early, really
early in the year. The Pirates fired, and I know the Baltimore Orioles did. I think those are the only two teams that fired their manager. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. If somebody could look that up real quick, but I do believe the Pirates fired their manager.
I think. Let me see. I mean, I know Baltimore did.
I know Baltimore did, but I thought the Pirates did too.
Yes, they did. They fired him in May.
Derek Shelton.
In May, right? Derek Shelton.
May 8th.
It was really early, but they fired him.
And the Rockies did too. So you had three teams fire managers.
William. Thanks
the
for that.
one thing I do know for a fact, right? 2 of the 3 teams, they haven't changed players, but the teams have gotten a lot better due to whatever these managers came in and did. Baltimore Orioles have been above 500 since then, and I believe the Pirates have actually a really good record.
They've been playing really well. Yeah,
they've been playing really, really good baseball under their new manager. So again, for a lot of those people that sit there and go, well, the coaches or the manager doesn't matter. Yes, it does. It does matter. Those are prime examples of players not changing. The same players under the same coach, same manager with just a different vision.
Look at the Phillies.
It does make a difference. The Phillies did it when Joe Girardi got fired. They went to a World Series.
God, it's not. I think people take it because they make it more personal than it really is. Sometimes it's not that, guys. It's just you need a change. You need a jump start. You need a shock to the system. And that's what happens when these teams do that. It's not an indictment on Joe Girardi. It's not an indictment on Derek Shelton. It's not, I mean, for Derek Shelton in the situation with the Pirates have been losing for years. It's not always have the last 10 years been Derek Shelton's fault. No, but when something becomes habit, when it becomes monotonous, like the Yankees have been over the last freaking 8 years under Broom, it just becomes rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. It becomes a cycle that no matter what you change, players, different coach, whatever, it can't be fully broken until you make a drastic change.
That's right. The shock to the system, what we talked about a lot yesterday. But let's get into more voicemails, guys. Here we go.
All rise.
There he
Pete, Jira, Father Francis Fridays, and my favorite fam of all time next to mine. Guys, happy July 4th.
Thank you, brother.
Boss's birthday would have been 96, Pete, right?
Oh, 96.
Pete, great show last night, Bronx for nothing. You know what? Everybody's just finding out now what you've been saying for so long. All right? There's no bullshit with the fan. It's only 100% facts. And you bring that passion and determination and loyalty every single day. It's unmatched.
Thank you, brother.
Pete, this team and this leadership has a bag of shit that they put on fire. Step on it. Enjoy the fragrance. And it's trying to sell us on bullshit. The arrogance. The insolence. But Pete, I can do this for another 2 minutes or 3. I'm not going to do it because it's America's birthday. And I want to go out like this.
I feel you, Dom.
Oh, beautiful.
Ooh, come on, man.
For spacious skies. For amber waves of grain. For purple mountains' majesty. Above the fruited plains. America. I'm talking, Pete, about America.
There it is.
God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
There he is.
Glory, glory,
Hallelujah.
glory, glory, hallelujah.
Go ahead, Dom.
Glory, glory, hallelujah.
His
truth is marching on. Pete, the truth will set you free. Yankee brass, wake up. Let's get some fucking wins. I don't want to have to do this on July 4th.
yeah.
Let's go. Okay? Because you know what, Pete? You lose against the Mets. Something should have been done already. Something has to be done. Love you guys. Have a great July 4th.
Thank you, Dom. I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you so much, and always for your enthusiasm, for your voicemails. We all appreciate it. Yes, sir.
So when the Pirates manager got fired, there were 12-26, 14 games under 500.
Okay, and I haven't looked at none of these numbers.
Since then, they're 26-24. 2 games over 500.
And Baltimore is the same thing. I think they're 3 over. And a guy in the chat said, I don't know if this is true. He said that the Rockies have also played much better. They actually went on a little winning streak under their new manager recently. So,
well, Rockies have a lot more issues than just the manager.
no, 100%. They're a messed up organization.
But I saw them yesterday, bro. The way they played the Astros, they look better than us.
You taking Tovar over Volpe?
Yes.
Tovar?
Francis is like, shut the fuck up. Yes.
Right
yes.
now? Like,
is
that even a question?
Are you Pete, hold on. Are you even saying that? Like, why would you do that for? What are you out of your mind?
Listen.
Hey, Pete.
Mo!
The fam. I am Aunt Mo, and I'm calling just to wish a happy 4th to everyone there, and to let you know that Francis, you've got a great voice. I enjoyed hearing that song so much.
Look at that.
I want all of you guys to have a wonderful,
happy, Mo, you made him blush. Come on.
Love you all.
Oh, he's red.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you,
she got the best bye-bye in the game. Bye-bye.
Oh, I love you,
I love it.
Oh, that's my baby. I love her.
I love Ammo. How can you not, folks? How can you not?
Voice, dude, how do you not feel good when you hear that woman's voice?
She's great. Her and Dom, they're just amazing. You meet them in person, they're even better. They're even better
if you
in
guys
person.
haven't met them in person, you are missing out.
September 6th, get your tickets, MOYU Day. Matter of fact, the funny thing is, earlier in the year when I booked that, right, with the Yankees, I'm like, Toronto, who knows?
Not
Could be a really big series.
Now it feels a lot bigger, right? Hey, yo.
And by the way, guys, quick little plug here for Kev. You guys see his screen name right there in the chat, guys. Go give him a sub because Kev also goes live on his side. He went live yesterday. I said, what does this nut job do? I said, go to fucking sleep, this guy.
Yes, sir.
He goes live after Bronx and nothing. He's still there talking about DJ LeMahieu up until 2 in the morning. He's the biggest DJ LeMahieu fan ever. There's nobody else on earth that was talking about DJ LeMahieu at 2 in the morning.
I didn't get a notie.
He was live, yeah.
Did you turn your notifications on, sir?
I know these are on, man.
You mean I'm getting shadow banned too?
I support mine, man. Come on now.
Let me tell you something. You better go ahead
I was
and
up
turn
looking at
that
fucking
bell on
Instagram
there.
reels.
Because that shit was ringing in my phone, damn it.
You better turn that bell on.
Francis,
I tell you a
here
late
at
night
chat.
kid.
William Henry here. Happy 4th, everyone. Today's George Steinbrenner's birthday. Great job with Bronx or Nothing last night, Pete. It was awesome. And I also figured out last night how to avoid agita when watching the Yankees. I'm just going to listen to Pete going forward and watch reruns of The Honeymooners at the same time. Pete, I think Barney's song, that togetherness thing, has finally ruined my brain because last night I got a visit from the ghost of George Steinbrenner and the ghost of Billy Martin. George asked me how the Yankees were doing, and I said, well, they haven't won a World Series in 15 years. And George asked me, who's the new owner? And I said, well, the new owner said that about the playoffs, just get in. And George said, well, who's running the team now? And I said, well, George, it's your son, Hal. George goes, Hal? He couldn't run a lemonade stand. And I told his mother not to let him wear culottes to second grade. He went to school to second grade. And then Billy Martin asked me, he said, how are the Yankees doing? And I said, well, the new manager said he got bullied by an umpire, and you can't obsess over the results.
My God.
Billy asked who the manager is, and I said, Aaron Boone. Billy said, Aaron Boone? He goes, I used to kick his grandfather's Rays teams back in the 1950s. Billy said, where's the nearest bar? I'll fight Aaron Boone right now, even though I'm 97 years old. Anyway, I'm out, guys. Take it easy. Bye.
That's funny.
Appreciate you, my good friend, the one, the only, William Henry.
Gotta
love him, man.
That was really good. I mean, these voicemails are really delivering today, man.
All the time. And now, ladies and gentlemen, get ready and buckle up, fasten your seatbelts, because it's the Macho King, damn it.
Francis, Macho King in the house.
Yeah.
I have a special announcement to make. I want to congratulate my daughter and son-in-law. They're expecting their first baby.
Yeah.
Macho King's going to be a macho pop next year.
Yeah.
And I hope their first child is a masculine child. But as long as the baby is healthy, that's the blessing, you dig. And in honor of my great kid, I'm not only challenging bad boom but trash can and fish face to a Hell in a Cell match at SummerSlam, because none of you can handle the truth. And the man is gonna run wild on all you pukester feast and bronies. Dig it! But now you know what time it is, yeah. I got a dust little fortitude on the 4th of July. I never retreat and never say die. I'm the Macho King, the head of the class. If you try and test me, I'm kicking your ass. Many have tried to disrespect you, because they're never going to learn. Yeah, I'm talking to you, punk. You best protect your neck when I'm in the ring. I'll beat you past the bell goes ding, ding, ding. On a rampage like the 98 Yankees, when I elbow drop the suckers, they turn around and thank me. Yeah. I've got a degree in pinstripes from Georgetown. Blesses you, I'm a red-blooded American through and through. Have a happy and safe 4th for whatever you do. Like and subscribe to NYYU. Into my macho maniac, the macho mamas. Stay macho. And get bust of yours to me. Ooh, yeah. Macho!
Let me tell you something, man. Macho versus Boone and Cashman, a Hell in a Cell would be
Fishman in there.
Fishman too. Everybody. I would pay top dollar.
He wants
I'd pay top dollar. He wants all the smoke. He's like, I want the odds. Put whatever odds you want against Macho. See what happens.
My money's still on Mach.
100%.
My money's
against
still on
those three.
I bet the farm on Mach.
100%.
Listen, man.
I'm going in DraftKings. Take my bank account.
Literally, bro. I'll bet everything that I can bet. Like literally, whatever y'all want.
I just gotta walk him out. I just want to walk you out, Mach. That's all. Let me walk you out, please. Can you imagine me just staring at Boone and Cashman to Hell in the Cell? They'll have to hold me. They'll have to take me out because I'm going.
I want a microphone so I could be doing the Paul Heyman shit on the way down.
Hey, Pete, Jira, NYYU team, Chat Bam, Chris C, Central Florida. Everyone have a safe and happy 4th of July.
Yeah.
Just got done watching the 3 wise men, Francis, Kev, and Pete.
Yeah.
Keeping it real talk for the real fans. Pete,
yes,
no matter
sir.
what happens with our Yankees,
Tell you what.
You keep doing what you do, bro. NYYU to the moon. Everyone take care. Have a great day.
Thank you,
Thank you,
friend.
sir.
I appreciate
Thank you.
you. Oh, let's see what Guy LaSorsa got to say.
Pete and everyone, happy, safe 4th of July. This is Guy. I want to say earlier this year, we had the best record on the road. And after yesterday, we are now 500.
Ooh.
I think we'll all be pulling our hair out of our head by the end of July. We won't have much left. They get these players based on the analytics, and a year later we look back and they suck. We ask, and they say, don't worry, we're on to something new. If you saw what we saw, you
And they suck again.
would be making the same decisions. It's a fucking joke. Everything starts at the top with Hal, who, unlike George, was at the stadium daily. His heart was in it. He had relationships, good or bad, with his players. George worked very hard to find solutions. Hal does not, at all. The only way to shake this team up, I feel, and I believe you feel the same way, Pete, is to fire Cashman.
Yep.
Hire out some personnel that they don't have now. And that's it.
I agree. And breaking news, Jason Dominguez leading off today for the New York Yankees.
Are you serious?
Yep. He is leading off today for the Yankees. Unfortunately, they didn't fully listen to me. They did a decent job of listening, but they didn't. They got Aaron Judge batting 2. It, again, should be Dominguez, Bellinger, Judge. I'm going to keep repeating it until they finally do it and they finally listen to it.
Or
Dominguez or Rice, Judge. Dominguez, lefty, Judge. Whoever the lefty is you want to throw in there, go ahead and put them in there. But that should be the way it should go for the Yankees. But they're whatever. And Volpe is batting 8th, by the way. Danny says, NYYU, happy 4th. The 3 G's behind the mic holding it down with passion and fire. Y'all area must watch every time. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Let me look at that lineup one more time just to verify. I think it was 8th. Yes, he's batting 8th. DJ LeMahieu hitting 9th. Let's keep it going.
Happy July 4th, everybody. I sent a couple voicemails yesterday. I don't know if it's gonna get read or not, but if it does, just skip over this one once you hear it. But nonetheless, happy July 4th. I hope everybody's staying safe out there, having a good time with the family.
Thank you, man.
But Volpe, man, we have to keep talking about Volpe. He has to get benched for a series, in my opinion. Bench him for a series. Let the kid mentally relax, mentally reset himself, and then just go on from there. Also, Booney, man, it's the effort. It's the effort. We love the effort, right? We love the effort. We lost, but we love the effort. How much we miss George. Shaking my head.
Yeah, it's tough, brother. It's tough. We got a couple of more voicemails, guys, I want to be able to get to before we wrap up. And this one's always a fun one to listen to. Here it is. Everybody relax and take a listen to the Bocce Master of Bella Vista.
Good morning, Pete, Francis, and everybody else at NYYU. This is the Bella Vista Bocce Master calling. Happy 4th of July. How you doing? Also, happy birthday to George Steinbrenner. If only you could see what's going on with this team of yours, George. You're turning over in your grave right now. Well, how's Boone going to lose today's game, Pete, against the Mets? I mean, he seems to lose everything else here. I mean, we're out of first place. Can't we just fire him already? I mean, somebody just take a stick and poke him. I mean, for God's sake, he finds ways for this team to lose here, man. I want to see Aaron Judge hold up that World Series trophy. I really do. I want to see the gift from God hold up that trophy. But we can't do it because we have a lot of people on this team who are fond of being Forrest Gump, grounding out and playing ping pong all the time here. I mean, these pitchers are tired. They get hurt. They're sending Boone a message. We can't take it. We need respect. We need run support. What do they have to do to get some run support? Help old ladies across the Deegan Expressway rub 2 sticks together to make fire? Give blood to the Red Cross? Jump off a bridge? What do they got to do? The pitchers are tired because they can't take Boone anymore. Hal, if you're listening, it's George's birthday today. Fire him. Fire him so I can dance in Bella Vista and throw my bocce balls up in the air and drop them on the bocce court. Just do it, Hal. Fire Boone and everybody can be happy and we can all dance and say kumbaya. Well, you have a good day, Pete and Francis and everybody. Rock on, NYY Underground forever. Smacky the leggy, hitty the subby. And remember, Aaron Judge is a gift from God. I said, Aaron Judge is a gift from God. George, if you can only see what's going on here, your son is such an idiot. If he would just fire Boone, you had to give birth to this. You and your wife had to give birth to this schmuck. Oh God, have a good day, Pete. Bye.
I tell you what,
yo, Simon is a freaking dog.
That man is on fire right there, man. Simon don't play.
Let's say so. I was begging Pete. I was like, damn, can we play a VM that Simon sent last night? Right? It was last night.
Hot.
I was like, can we play that one? He's like, nah, I had to, because we got a bunch of new ones today, so we can. Yo, this dude went and delivered anyway, dog. Like, this one was better than last night to me, bro. This one was even better. Oh, love Simon, bro.
Let's get to one more, guys, and we're gonna wrap up. Like I said, I still got like 12 of them, but I got a game to call in a few hours. I want to get some stuff for the family, and then call.
I'm gonna get some
guys, but
to do right after, right?
Oh, I'm gonna get a little something.
Hey, Pete, Johnny Red, Baltimore. Just want to give you a shout out. Thank you so much for making this part of the day I always look forward to. NYYU, Yankee baseball, Yankee talk. Tough times right now with the Yanks, but it is what it is. Love hearing you go through it. And I support to you, and it's easy because you guys are knowledgeable and genuine, and I love listening.
Yes.
But God bless you, the team, and NYYU. Happy 4th, because this is the best country in the world. God bless America. And please, God.
Yes!
Let Boone walk.
I love America.
He did his own version of the end of Simon's there.
He didn't even ask how. He asked God.
He asked God. He asked God to say, God, please, let Boone just go, man. Let him.
This is bigger than an owner. He needed to go to the top.
Bigger than Hal.
Can I make an announcement as the fat guy on this panel?
What?
Don't worry about it.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm the big guy of this panel, so I'm gonna make an announcement. And Francis is gonna agree with me, and I think Pete too. If any of the young guns says, "Hey yo, while you eating the glizzy at 4th of July, grab another one from the grill and slap him with it." All right, stop it.
I endorse that message.
Yes,
I endorse
hope-
that.
stop
message
it.
myself.
Enjoy your fucking glizzy today.
Yeah, bro.
I'm with
If you
you on
can't
that
have a
one, man.
glizzy
Eat
on
your
July
damn hot
4th,
dog, man.
if you can't enjoy a glizzy on July 4th, I don't know what this country's coming to. Okay,
Yeah, I mean the country's done. Hot dogs is America, damn it. I mean, come on now, hot dogs, beers, and some big cans. That's the way you want to go about your 4th of July,
them big
damn it.
cans.
I might as well
I tell
enjoy
you
them big
what.
cans. I might as well
Just-
enjoy them big cans.
All you need is a grill. You see smoke from that grill, burgers, Frank's cooking. You need a big set of cans near you and fireworks in the sky and an eagle flying over. That's America.
Old Glory blowing in the wind.
Old Glory blowing in the wind as it is always outside my front of my house, damn it. I always have Old Glory out there, damn it. You bet your ass I do.
And if you got a neighbor named Gloria, she'll be blowing later too.
Oh, those.
I might as well enjoy them big cans.
Damn. Holy shit. Lord have mercy. But ladies and gentlemen, happy 4th of July to everybody. Happy birthday, America. Happy birthday to the boss up above. Hopefully the Yankees give you at least a W today. And we'll see. Hopefully Boone doesn't do a stand down moment like he did last year today. So let's hope that's not the case. Cheeks says, I don't care. I'll be a glizzy gobbler freak today.
Bro,
Hey.
Hey, she had a fat ass.
Salute. Hey, one last salute. It's July 4th, and we'd be remiss if we didn't all take a moment and salute the bravest, the best part of this country, the U.S. troops, man, that allow us to enjoy days like this with our families at our homes.
Shout out to the
Grilling up
vets.
dogs and burgers, man. Shouts out to them.
To the active troops, the vets, and those who have given their lives for this country as well.
We support you here at the U, and we definitely applaud your courage, man. Salute to y'all.
God bless you guys, and I will see you all 3 p.m. Game Season Live, Subway Series, baby. Catch you guys there. Peace out, folks.
We got it next. That's how you finesse. We come for they next. We come to collect. Did it all on my own, yeah. When it brought it back home, yeah. Now they calling my phone, yeah. But I'm all in my zone. They not a threat. Tell them reset. When they're at their best, we still not impressed. Did it all on my own, yeah. When it brought it back home, yeah. Bought a watch with the stones, yeah. Caught them watching my throne, yeah. Ain't no one